even know I don't know or why she hated me. All of a sudden, when I've got this spirit that when I'm not welcomed, I can feel the negative energy. Have you ever felt the negative energy like on a top 5 on my branch from the beginning? Understand? So my chairperson started getting threatened because I'm vocal and I'm recognized. People, they know me. He started getting threatened or no, because his intention, it was nothing else but to be a councillor candidate in our ward. So if I was going to contest him, if I'm going to be competing with him, it means that I will take that opportunity. So he didn't want that. He did everything in his power to stop me. Woman, when people, they've gang up against you understand? Because now there was a lot of things that happened. Julius Malema said by seniority, all the top 5 must be deployed in the municipality. When it was time for deployment, remember, I'm the treasurer. I was the only one who was uncontested. Everybody was contested. But when it comes to deployment, are you aware that I was the only one who was not deployed? CIC, good afternoon leadership. I just want to know what the criteria was used for deployment, since the policy of the EFF said all the seniors, when you are the leadership, the top 5, they will be deployed by seniority, but I am not deployed. So I just want to understand what. He never responded. I wrote the second one also. I'm getting angry.
Machine politically incorrect. Kariso here, Fikile Kariso, Renale, very formidable cadre. I'm going to let her explain her politics. Can I call you Raisibe?
Yes.
Raisibe, please tell our audience who are you and where you're from, and then you'll take it and then you explain your politics. Thanks.
Okay. My name is Patricia. That's Hoa. That's Pedigena Raisibe, originally from Limpopo. The place called Ramutiba, but currently I'm living in Krugersdorp, Mahale City, the place called Lepers Flay. I'm an activist. I'm an activist against gender-based violence. Whatever that does not hold the society well, that's where I enter. It does not matter what situation is it. I deal with drugs, child abuse, whatever that is available for me. I'm there. So that is how I've been living all my life. Yeah.
So tell us your political affiliations. When did you start? How did you start? And stuff. When did you know you want to be an activist? And how did you transcend into active organized politics?
Being a leader, you are born with it. I didn't realize I was a leader, but I grew up leading from school. When there's drama there, I will always be leading the children. At home, I always have my music group where we will be dancing. Whatever that I've been doing in my life since I knew myself, I've been leading. So politically, it happened that I've joined the ANC long time ago, because now it was the only political party. Mara, when times goes on, I realized these people were the fast. Then I heard the manifesto and the policy of the EFF. That's when I get interested with the EFF. Then I've joined the EFF. I started being active in the EFF since then.
When, if you remember, when was that?
It was about 2016, 2017. But when the EFF started, I've been voting for them. We never now vote for something, not because you are active, you understand? Then when people started recognizing me, I was active, then they knew me. But I've been voting for the EFF since its inception.
All right. So you were attracted by what? The Pan-Africanism in the EFF, the style of leadership. At the time, what drew you to the EFF?
The policy. I heard Julius Malema one day when he was speaking about the policy of the EFF. he talked about 24 hours clinic. And that's when I realized, oh man, we need this 24-hour clinic, because most of the clinic, they are always packed. We understand that some people, and the serious, people are sick then. So if there is 24 hours clinic, it means that people will get the service that they need in the communities. Yeah, that is what mostly, I'm not, with the land things, I was not attracted that much, but that one, 24 hours, it attracted me too much.
Okay, and then whatever where you are based, or you joined the EFF only Limpopo or any other place, or you served here in West Rand?
You know, when I joined the EFF, it was not fashionable when we joined. I remember in my location, because now it's a mixed race, you understand, there is white people, but dominantly, it was ruled by the ANC. So they had that belief, or there is no organization that will enter our ward. I remember seeing the EFF member recruiting in my area, and the ANC member, they were crazy and chasing them. They came to my house and like, no, you know what, get out, this woman is the ANC member. Kara, relax, I can choose for whoever that I want to be, you understand? So I went. I remember the time when I wanted to be like full-time member. It was 2016 when Julius Malema came to Mansonville. When he came here first time, he started here, I think it was 2013 or 2014, when he came to this place called Solo City. It's a squatter camp next to me. So I was close with the councillor, then we went there and see him, and he was talking, and he was just making me excited that time. And I said, man, this guy is speaking my language. And when I wanted to join, I saw a placard that said that he's coming to Mansonville. Mansonville is not far from us. It's so I wanted to go there and see. Unfortunately, I did go to church. I didn't see him. But I just wanted to meet this guy that is giving me, like, speaking my language and speaking to my heart. You understand? Yeah.
And you worked in the EFF. You did your politics in the EFF. For how long until you think it's time to leave?
No, what happened, I started in the branch. It was not my intention. You know, when you join something, you don't join it because you want position. But when you enter, people recognize a leader. You know, immediately my chairperson in my branch already said, no, you will be my deputy chairperson. I said, deputy chairperson, because now I'm new in this leadership thing. Okay, whatever. I just want to do whatever that you want me to do. I'll be a deputy chairperson. But I didn't see the purpose of being a deputy chairperson, you know. He was leading everything, controlling everything in my branch. But anyway, I continued because I was still learning, and I was learning from him. So, okay, fine. People came to me. Actually, they said, guy, we are tired of this guy. We want you to be our chairperson. I got to know, please, I don't want to get involved with functionalist or cabal or whatever. Yeah. I just want to do whatever that everybody's doing. Please don't push me. I don't even have an experience. Well, when I started at the branch being a deputy chairperson, the following year, I was the treasurer of the branch. You understand? So I've been like on the top 5 on my branch from the beginning. You understand? So my chairperson started getting threatened because I'm vocal and I'm recognized. People, they know me. He started getting threatened or no, because his intention, it was nothing else but to be a councillor candidate in our ward. So if I was going to contest him, if I'm going to be competing with him, it means that I will take that opportunity. So he didn't want that. He did everything in his power to stop me. You know, when you're trying to control someone, you can control someone to that extent of time, but when times goes on and someone realizes, oh no, I've been controlled here, I'm not being myself. Though in the beginning I was learning, I've already learned. I knew what is needed. Now I don't need teaching. I need to be myself. If there is a position, then I must be given a chance to lead. So the guy was threatened. There was just a lot of things from the branch. You understand? I remember when we went to the conference, they were, you know, in the EFF, there's these things of the cabal. This one, the cabal group here, this one group here, this one. So, but they tried by all means to sabotage me. The only problem that they had with me is that I refused to submit. I refuse to listen to them. That is where we're having a problem. When someone is telling you, do this, and you refuse to do it, now you become an enemy. So in my branch, that's where we had a problem. But my whole region, West Rand, it consists of 3 sub-regions, which is Magale, where we are. Rand West is Randfontein and Mirafung. You understand? So they approached me to be the treasurer of the region. You understand? So I said, no, okay, fine, I'm available. Because even they knew how my branch was abusing me. They didn't want me to lead anywhere. They wanted to control me, to submit under them and all those things. They said, no, you know what? Leave the branch politics, come to the region. I said, no, I'm available. That is when I contested at the region, and we went to the conference. I was not, they made sure that I was not even a delegate. When the conference was holding, they voted for me uncontestedly in my abstention. I was not even there, but everybody voted for me. So I'm the only one out of the top 5. I agree, we've got chairperson, deputy chairperson, secretary, deputy secretary, then the treasurer. Now I was the only one who was uncontested. All of them, they were contested. They won maybe with 2 votes, 1 vote, understand? So out of all of them, in the whole of West Rand, I was the uncontested one.
So the person who was contesting you did not accept nomination, or
there was no one who could stand. They just didn't want to accept it because now they couldn't stand to compete with me.
All right. And then from there, what happened? You accepted the position.
I accepted it. I was not there.
Yes.
They just told me, because now if you are accepting, you need to write a letter, because you are not a delegate.
Yes.
So you write a letter to your chief lobbyist and say no. If they call Patricia and whatever, then the other one will say no, Patricia is available. You understand?
The reason you were not available?
They tried to sabotage me so that I must not be a delegate.
The reason you were not available?
Huh?
The reason you did not.
I was not in the conference.
Oh, you didn't miss it because you were not available. You missed it because
I was not a delegate.
I understand. Sharp.
Understand?
Yeah.
So okay, fine. But then I wrote a letter to people who were delegate. Then say to them that I am available. If anyone is going to elect me, I'm available. Even when I was not there, everybody voted for me except my own branch where I come from. You understand?
Sure.
So that's how it is.
So that proxy letter was pre-arranged?
It was pre-arranged with my lobbyists. People who were lobbying for me.
Okay, then you came back, you emerged from there.
Immediately they called me, they said, Patricia, they voted for you uncontestedly, come to Santen and see. You know, we rushed, we went to Santen and everything, then the result was there. I was
Were you
elected.
then accepted to come into the leadership?
Then I was accepted
you got
to
support there?
Yes.
Okay.
I do this, so just there. I do this. Can I have your number so that I can help you to this?
Brawaka,
You're disturbing us. Can you
please.
please wait for us to finish?
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, yes, we're saying.
Can you help
so,
me?
Yes, okay, now that's apologies, guys. You see, when we tell people we like to shoot in studio because it's a controlled environment, and dynamics such as this are always confronted whenever we go and shoot out. So, Raisibe, you got an opportunity to lead.
Yes.
Was
in the
that
upper
a region?
Yes, it was a region.
So you were a regional chairperson?
A regional treasurer.
A regional treasurer.
Yes.
And then from there you led, and then what happened?
You know, you can't believe the drama that happened there.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I was the uncontested one.
Yes.
It means that those people that were elected, because there were 2 cores.
Yes.
And others, they got vote because of me. You know, to show that you were the one who made the call to win, it was because of the person that was uncontested. Some of the people, they voted for that call because of me. You understand? Because now they know my activist. You know, I did things for the community without position, you know.
So the slate that elected you, because there were 2 slates, right?
Yes.
You existed in both slates, or
I'm
You don't know.
I'm not a functionalist.
You refuse to be blocked into...
I refuse to belong to any slate. You understand? I said no. Even the other slate didn't have a treasure. You understand?
Okay.
It means that my position was welcoming both slates.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. So when I was elected now, it means now I'm the regional leader. When I'm the regional leader, there have been a lot of things that we've experienced in the region that was not comfortable. You know, we've been bullied. We've been undermined, not even given a chance. You see this, to stand here and start talking, it is an opportunity. There you're not getting a chance to say anything. They will put a table, you'll be standing there in front of the people like you are a leadership, yes? Mara, you've got no power to say anything. The only thing that you have is just to a front that you are sitting in front of the people. Whatever that you're going to say, sometimes you will be surprised, not being given a chance to say it. You know, someone will close down on you. Possibly, maybe if you want to say something, I want to keep quiet, no. Or make fun out of you as if like your brain is not even working. So how would you even be comfortable to say anything when you know that if you're going to say something, you're going to be judged after all, or being laughed at, or being made a joke? You understand? So it was uncomfortable even to raise issues. You understand? Imagine from the branch level, I've been abused by the chairperson. I went to the region. Now I've been abused by the chairperson that was elected with me. It was not nice. So for you to function in the regional level, in the regional, you must be drinking alcohol or drink tablets, depression tablets to be surviving, because now the place was not conducive. You understand? There are people that think now they dominated the region. You understand? Because now by proximity, you know, when it's time for election, they will be deploying the national leaders. The national leaders will be coming down. When they come down, and now they've got friends, and other people will be like maybe speaking bad things about you, you know, because now you are a threat to them. They will go to the deployee and say, you know, that one, Patricia, she's not a good person. You understand? And because you don't even know me, if you are a kind of a leader who takes sides without investigation, or just judging by what people are saying, you will just start hating me for no reason. So this woman who was deployed in my region has said, her name is Rosina Coman. Hey, this person, you know, Pepe. She gave me Pepe, that woman. I didn't even know I didn't know or why she hated me. All of a sudden, you know, when I've got this spirit that when I'm not welcomed, you know, I can feel the negative energy. Have you ever felt the negative energy each and every day in your life?
So let me understand this. Do you think you were subjected to that because you were a woman, or you were subjected to that because you were unfortunate to get leaders who do not take, I don't want to say newbies, because generally maybe all of you were new. What could have been the reason for you being subjected to that harsh treatment?
You know, to be honest with you, I think it's like a sickness of the EFF. The moment you become strong and people like you, you become a threat.
Do you think it doesn't happen in ANC, in MK, in DA? Why do you think it's only EFF?
I still wonder, because now I'm in the MK, I have not experienced such kind of a thing. Okay. I've been given an opportunity. The moment when I joined the MK, they gave me a podium to speak. And after speaking, everybody was like, no, this is my leadership. This one will represent me. They've already gave me, in MK, I already have lots of positions, because now they trust me.
Speed paraffin.
Speed paraffin is okay. I want to speed paraffin. When you see a leader, you know a leader. You don't have to be told. So in EFF, when you are a leader and they see that you are capable, they surprise you. You understand? They make sure that
it can be. So you do not suspect it's based on your gender?
No, it was not a gender, because now the same gender was the one who was abusing me.
Oh.
My same gender was the one who was suppressing me.
From the branch or from the region?
From the region. My branch was a man. The region was even woman. You know, when people, they gang up against you, you understand? Because now there was a lot of things that happened. You know, Julius Malema said by seniority. all the top 5 must be deployed in the municipality. When it was time for deployment, remember, I'm the treasurer. I was the only one who was uncontested. Everybody was contested. But when it came to deployment, are you aware that I was the only one who was not deployed? Everybody was deployed.
So they got jobs.
They all got jobs, and it was only me who didn't get a job.
And then when you ask the process, that was
the criteria. Yes. My brother. I asked the deployee, because I heard that he asked ID number of all the 4 leaders. Remember, I'm the 5th one, but he's got the ID of these 4 people beside me. And I heard it from someone. They said, no, you know what, the reason why, Patricia, she thinks she's better, and we are going to deal with her. And I thought it was a joke. But when I heard that now, he collected the ID of the ID copy of
who is
all
this person?
The Rosinago man. They say I'm telling you about the deployee from the national.
Oh, okay.
You understand? She says she's going to deal with me. Okay, fine. When it was time for deployment,
did she give you a chance to explain the negative things she had from you?
Never. She believed it. She believed it. She believed.
You were never given a chance to correct your style of leadership?
Never. She was always against me. Why? Because I was not submitting. The problem with me is that, I when I don't like something, and if I feel like you are disrespecting me, I'm going to let you know. And that is where the problem starts. That this one is not submissive. This thing with me and Rosina Komana started from the branch, when they wanted to launch the branch illegally. So she was conniving with the branch leaders and everything, and they thought that because now she's a leader from the national, I'm going to submit. I refused to submit under that woman. I told her nonsense. I told her, you're not going to come from wherever you're coming from, you come and corrupt my branch here. You must, if you're coming here and you are deployed to launch this branch, you must do it legally. We are not going to allow you, or you must maneuver everything and try to launch our branch. It's accurate. You understand? So for the mere fact of that, she started having a problem with me from the branch. Even my ex-chairperson from the branch told me that, you know what, Patricia, the way you are so difficult, the way you were so difficult, we even called the national leader to come and discipline you, and you failed to be submissive. And even her herself, she said, you know what, hey, Wale Palela Patricia, you are calling us, you think we are going to fight with you, you can see what this woman is a problem. So what must you do? You need to submit under her, because that's all they said. Well, I understand. So that was the problem.
So what happened with your, I don't want to call it a grievance, because grievance it's a formal thing. What happened to you for your cries of pleas to say, I've been deliberately
sabotaged?
Not sabotaged, I've been deliberately jumped off opportunities.
I'm telling you.
And then who did you cry to, and what kind of help came your way?
To be honest with you, my God, thank you very much for asking that question. In the beginning, when you join an organization, you're not joining for deployment. I'm a hustler, myself. Yes. I'm surviving, even with or without the deployment. I eat, I sleep, and I'm okay. Yes. You understand? So when those things happen, obviously, it was not even necessary me, because now there's people seeing all those things. They are calling me, Patricia, why were you not deployed? Why everybody is deployed? And Julius Malama said by seniority was supposed to be deployed. So why you were the only one out of the top 5 that was not deployed? And when people ask you those things, even though you want to accept the situation, it will affect you mentally. But why? When I ask the person who was deployed and I ask her, but okay, fine, I hear you have collected the ID of 4 leaders. Why my ID was not collected? She said, I don't know what you are talking about. Already called my chairperson. My chairperson, Patricia wa Papa. Patungia Papa, just for asking questions. I couldn't get an answer. Fine. They deploy each other. I'm the treasurer by that time.
So, wait, you did not, number one, put on a formal inquiry into what happened?
I did.
In email?
I did. I'm coming there.
Okay, sharp.
I'm coming there. So, I spoke with the deployee, because now she's close to us. She's working with us every day. I spoke to her with the phone and asked her the simple question, why my ID was not collected, but all the top 5's ID was collected. You understand? Instead of answering me, she called my chairperson. Now they gang up against me. They said, "Gap up." Why must I ask that kind of question?
So the answer, the official answer for you not getting deployment is because what papa?
That was what they said. Patricia Wapapa, she must relax. Everything it in time. Okay, fine, no problem. I keep quiet. They had a meeting. Ne? Normally we are having regional meeting each and every month. You understand? I attended. Like, you see the way I am. They thought I would come there feeling pity for myself, maybe stressed because I didn't get the deployment. They just saw me happy, and that frustrated them also. What can destroy this woman? They found that there was nothing that is going to destroy me. What about? Besides that, our former chairperson, provincial chairperson, he's the one who told me, "Patricia, what happened to you is not fine. You and..."
Who is that previous chairperson? Okay.
Called me and say, "Don't tell anybody that I've called you. Please keep these things between us. It's our secret. Please write to Julius Malema an email. Tell Julius Malema that what he's doing is not fair." You understand? Because what they did to you is the same thing that they did to the treasurer of Sidibeng. Her name is Busisiwe. Ne? She was also elected. She was the only treasurer also, and she also have got number because of what she was doing on the ground. You know, as a woman, you don't get the position of being a chairperson. Understand that? You maybe if there's a position, maybe give a deputy, give a secretary. Even secretary in the whole of Gauteng, it was only one. It was secretary, deputy secretary, and treasurer. Treasurer ke lo tsa basadi, ba di fa basadi. I get tlhalogantsana na di bereki maybe. Yeah, ba re fa tsona. So okay, fine. I told Busisiwe to write to Julius Malema about the unfairness of what happened. You and Busisiwe you were the only one who was not deployed. So you, please don't tell anybody that I'm the one who told you, but write to Julius Malema. And no, you're not happy about this. Cantify, it was a trap. This guy already knew that Julius Malema is the kind of person who doesn't want to be challenged in the first place. So now I thought he was helping me. Kanti was not helping me. He was paving ways for whatever that he wants to go and work in the municipality, which is his ex-girlfriend or whoever, current girlfriend or whoever that is having a relationship with. So now, one rata, advice. You understand? I wrote an email. I wrote to Julius Malema and said, my CIC, I want to know the criteria. You know, you need to be professional when you are speaking with these people. You understand? Who did you decorate? And you know, you can't just speak like the way I'm speaking to you. Command CIC, you know, good afternoon leadership. I just want to know what the criteria was used for deployment, since the policy of the EFF said all the seniors, you know, when you are the leadership, the top 5, they will be deployed by seniority, but I am not deployed. So I just want to understand what. He never responded. I wrote the second one also. I'm getting angry because now people are busy calling me, "Patricia, why are you not deployed? Patricia, what is happening?" And all those things. And there's been corruption. I've been hearing a lot of things like this woman, she sold the positions with money, other people to be deployed. They bought she was driving a Range Rover. They bought for her 4 tires of Range Rover. You can imagine how much was it? A cow, the whole full cow. Others pay. Even someone told me, like, I've paid 7,000 for me to be deployed, but that woman still didn't deploy me. You understand? There was just a lot of corruption happening. So hearing all those things that was happening also it made me angry. I said, no, I'm going to expose this woman. You understand? No, I started explaining to Julius Malema, we are with evidence. There's our deployee. Deploy someone not because of she was by merit, but by proximity, because the other lady, she was very close to our regional to our provincial national, our national leadership deployee. They were always sitting in the office together. They were drinking together. Everywhere they go, they were going together. You can see even that woman, our deployee, was sleeping in that woman's house. What do you think? When we were contesting for the councillorship, you know, when you are contesting, you call in the community meeting to come and let them elect their councillor candidate. With that one, they never even called a community meeting. They filled the IEC form inside the office. We don't even know if that woman was elected by the people, she was chosen by the people, or what. Inside the office, they fill the form of that woman to the IEC and submit it, and they come with a board and put it as a councillor candidate of the EFF. I'm telling you, that woman, she get less than 100 votes. But today, the same woman, she's a MPL, she's a member of legislature with less than 100 votes. You understand? So that's how they're operating.
So, in other words, your plea for help was not attended at the highest office.
When I sent the last message to Julius Malem, I nearly had a shock of my life. He said, I would rather die. Imagine, I'm pleading, I'm crying,
Was
I'm
it in
in
a
pain.
WhatsApp? Yes, you can dish them up. Yes, that's. You wanna explain the place for us? Okay, Raloboga.
Thank you, food. So,
Yes.
when I told him, I've been complaining about those corruption that was happening in the region and everything, he said to me, I would rather die than to dine on the same table with the opportunist of the highest order.
Wait, so that response, was it given in an email?
In an email, I still have it in my phone. He said, I would rather die. Oh my God, I felt like I was dying. I felt like it's the end of my world. How can a leader of an organization, someone who's leading, by that time, my branch failed me. My region failed me. My province is failing me. The owner of the organization is failing me. So who must I run to now?
Why do you call him the owner?
Oh, he's the owner of the EFF. He's the one who's making decisions. Everything he decide. And unless he doesn't decide it, otherwise, nobody can go anywhere. But if he approves of anything, anything goes.
So after you were broken by the response, you were so no one explained to you how the process worked.
The process worked unless depending on who you are. The policy of the EFF is just written black and white. And if you can tell yourself that you are going to follow the procedure and the protocol of the EFF, you are wasting your time. Otherwise, you are a fool. Because now there's people who are working because everything is working for them because of proximity, not because of the policy of the EFF. No, they don't even follow. People can launch the branch. They said before you launch the branch, you must meet the quorum. So if someone else, just because his proximity to Julius Malema, can launch a branch inside the car and choose someone to be the delegate, do you think they are following the policy of the EFF?
What makes you think they did not see anything wrong about you? So whenever relationships are severed by anything, one would want to do an analysis or a diagnosis to check or maybe wrong. In that instance, I want to give you an opportunity to check yourself when you did introspection before you leave. What is it that you think it was something wrong about you that could have rubbed people off, either in misunderstanding or maybe you acted incorrectly on something else? Whatever you think could have contributed to this, that you couldn't apportion blame on yourself.
I don't want to be emotional, my brother. I grew up in an abusive family. My mother abused me. My mother, I didn't know. I started knowing now, when I'm big like this, the meaning of a psychopath, the meaning of narcissistic behavior. So I've learned that when my mother rejected me, I couldn't get comfort from a mother. I didn't know what is the meaning of love. And when I see the same pattern happening again in the organization that I loved so much, I love the EFF with all my heart. I would have done anything. I would wake up in the middle of that. I would take my children's money and fund the organization because that's how much I love the EFF. I will drive all night. I will take my, it come to a point when I bought a buggy. I was not even deployed myself. You understand? To say, no, I've got money. I took out of my own pocket, without being deployed, buy a buggy for the organization to do organizational job. You understand? Because I was preparing for a great work ahead. So when those things has been done, remember, it has not started there. It has started from the branch. It went to the region. The next thing, province. The next thing, when Julius Malema done that, and sometimes when you are strong, you can be strong up to this much. They broke me, but I'm not easily broken from the branch. As I'm going to stand, I'm not gonna submit. My region where I was elected with the same people, they tried to break me. I say I'm unbreakable. The province itself, they took me to the kangaroo DC. They had nothing against me. They said no. I said something on the WhatsApp group. Imagine, but they said the WhatsApp group is not an official communication for the EFF. But they was able to take me to the DC. Because of the response. And when I give them the evidence that this is what happened, they didn't know what to hold. When someone trying to put a trap for you.
What was the WhatsApp allegation? What did you do?
Hey, my God, there was just a lot of things. I insulted the deployee, the person who deployed. Remember the one, Rosinagoman, because now I was not happy with how she was doing anything. So I told her nonsense. I said, how you are operating my sister, it is not right. Think for other people's feeling. You understand? And then, because now it does not mean that when she's a leader.
Did you insult her?
Manna. Yes. I told her the truth.
Okay, so but our very chamaklap. If you didn't swear, you didn't curse.
If you don't love the organization, if you love the organization, you wouldn't do what you are doing right now. And she was offended by that.
It's time they're playing music now. I think it's time for close anything. So the EFF. It's a closed chapter.
Yes.
Now you're going to MK. I want to give you a small opportunity to explain your MK role that you wish they give you. You spoke about you've got deep feelings for gender-based violence. The MK is struggling with women leadership. They do have women, but women to rise in leadership. How do you think you can assist MK?
At the moment, I believe that the politics is starting from the branch. We don't have branches at the moment, because now how are you going to recognize the leadership in the national while in the branch we have not recognized them? And currently I believe the MK party is doing a great job to recognize the leaders from the branch. When you recognize the leader from the branch, even when they're going to province or national or whatever, you won't complain because you know their experience. You understand? This is a new baby. We must nurture it. We must let it grow. We don't have a problem with gender in national. We just have not recognized the leadership at the moment. But the time will come when the real leaders will come and lead the national.
In closing, what is it that you wanted to say that you think I've not asked you and you just want to share with either the people you left at EFF or the people you are going to at MK? Anything in closing?
In closing, I don't hate the EFF. As long as you're a black person, for me, you are my blood. You are everything, because now we all know the struggles of the black people in South Africa. And I believe that if we can be united, regardless of which political party are you affiliated with, we can conquer and win this country over. I pray and I wish that black people can be united under one umbrella to change the constitution of this country, because it does not benefit all of us, especially black people. Thank you very much. I submit.
Keraisibe from Twitter, please give them your social media handles so they can follow you.
It's Patricia _Bantam.
Eitada.
Thank you very much.
So, can I kill the mic? Can we eat, guys? Can we eat?
I'm hungry.
What are you starting with? As we close, tell us what you feel about this podcast. Apologies about us eating while you are watching. Thank you.
My goodness, this is nice.